Hey folks, got a great recipe today. It's a ranch-style cottage fries, crispy. I had this for a family dinner as one of the sides, and I liked it a lot. In fact, it was one of my favorite dishes at the meal. A couple tips though, I recommend being consistent on your slices of the potatoes. Too thin gets really crunchy. Too thick becomes a little bit soggy, not as crispy. So a nice consistent crispy one. And then also I struggled taking the fries off of the my baking sheet because I didn't prep the baking sheet with a spray. So I recommend doing those two things, and this is an excellent recipe. Take a look at the instructions, the ingredients, and the recipe and on the comments. As always, I really appreciate you watching. Let's get going, let's get cooking, let's go. All right, folks, here we go. Here's the ingredients for the ranch-style cottage fries. We're gonna be baking it at 350, and this is enough for like 5 servings, maybe a little bit more because I got some extra potatoes. So we're gonna get some 4 large gold or red potatoes, about 2 pounds. I have 6 here, but they're not all larges. Then I have the some olive oil, 3 tablespoons of olive oil. Then we're going to do the garlic powder right over here. Then we're going to do the dried dill, dill weed right over here, and dried parsley. I got the organic flavors of that. Some tablespoon, salt, adjust to taste. And some good old black pepper. I have that right here, butcher block black pepper. And optional servings, ranch dressing or sour cream. I'm doing ranch dressing as an optional dip for it as well. So what we're gonna do, the instructions is we're gonna prep the potatoes, we're gonna wash them, keep the skins on for texture, and then we're gonna slice them into 1/4 inch thick rounds. And that's the size of about the size of a poker chip. And then we're gonna put them all in a large bowl, combined with the oil, garlic powder, onion powder, dill, parsley, and salt and pepper. And we're gonna toss the mixture, range for baking. Get the oven at 350. They're gonna bake for 20 minutes, then flip on each side. I'll flip to the other side. All right, and then optional, we're going to crisp at the low temperature. Optional, we're going to, if you want some extra crispness without rising in temperature, we can switch to a broiler for about 2 to 3 minutes at the very end. But we got to keep a close eye so they don't burn. All right, guys, let's get going. Let's get cooking. All right, here we go. Already got the 2 tablespoons of oil on there. Let's put our third oil in there, a tablespoon of oil. All right, now we're gonna do a tablespoon or teaspoon and a half of garlic oil or garlic powder. Here we go. And let's get a little bit more, a little bit more. There you go, a teaspoon and a half. Then we're gonna do a teaspoon of onion powder. Here we go. Now we're going to do a teaspoon of the dried dill weed. Here we go. It's looking good. Let's do a teaspoon of the parsley. There we go. And we're going to do the salt and pepper. We're going to kind of do that to taste here. Let's first get the salt in there. Oh, it's a little bit too much. That's all right. A little bit too much salt. That's what happens when you don't measure it, but that's okay. We'll make it work. That's a good thing about cooking. We'll make it work. And then let's do our good old black pepper. All right. Let's go ahead and toss it, and then I'm gonna arrange it Then I'll show it you and I'll show it to you and I'm putting it in the oven. Let's go. All right, here we go. Oven's at 350. Let's go ahead and get it cooking. We're gonna do this for about 20 minutes. I got 3 little trays of it there. And we're gonna do it for 20 minutes and flip them over. Let's go. All right, folks, here we go. We wrapped it up. This Ranch-Style Cottage Fries, baked at the 350. A couple of things I learned from it. I would definitely coat the aluminum foil next time. It made it kind of harder to flip it. But overall, the taste was excellent. I did have a little bit thicker ones. They taste more like, almost like a French fry. The really thin ones, like this one right here, it kind of tastes more like a potato chip. Very unique taste. And it's going right to the dinner table. It's going to use the ranch. I'm actually proud of this recipe. I was fearful that it wasn't going to work out, then it turned around. I'm very proud of it. I hope you give it a try. I hope you like it. And as always, the recipe, the ingredients, and the instructions will be on the comments. And I really appreciate you watching. If you got any value from the video or the recipe, please consider liking and subscribing. It does a lot for my channel, and I need the subscribers. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. Let's get cooking. Let's go.